Porter, the concierge therapist, and today I will be teaching a blockages Qigong in honor of World Qigong Day, and I'll have a few other videos going up as well for Qigong. So I just want to invite you to come forward, and you can be in comfortable clothes. You can find this recording later if you want to save it for later and repeat it or whatever. But yeah, just come as you are, and let's do some beautiful Qigong for relaxation, for getting out energy blockages, for removing illnesses from the body. Qigong is practiced in cancer clinics all over the world, and it's really great for everything. Addiction, increasing bone density, recovering from surgeries. Like I said, anything and everything. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be using acupressure instead of acupuncture. Acupressure, so it's using breath to massage the organs. And so we're going to be detoxing the organs as we're breathing and doing these fluid movements, okay? So let's just start out. And we're just going to be feet just shoulder width apart. You can just kind of sink down into the knees just a little bit, and we kind of just tuck in just a little and sink down. There you go. All right. So now I want you to bring your hands, if you're female, I want your left hand on top, and you're just going just a few inches below the navel, what we call the dantian. And so female, left hand's on top, and for the masculine, it'll be the opposite. And so now just focus on your breathing. You can close your eyes, or you can have a nice gaze right out in front of you. And you can touch your tongue to the roof of your mouth to keep your mouth moist as we begin this practice, okay? And so now let's just bring the hands down to the side. And we're gonna scoop up the energy. So come up and bring that energy up from the earth, scooping up that energy channel, and then push the hands up, rise up onto the toes, and then go side to side. And then we're gonna come down with hands facing the heavens, and then as you get halfway, turn them over, and then come back and scoop that chi again. Scoop it up, inhale, turn the hands over, exhale, lift up onto the toes, and then side to side. Bring it down and scoop it up again. So this time, as we lift up onto the toes and go from side to side, I want you to really imagine wringing out toxins from the liver and the spleen. So the liver on the right side of the body, it carries anger. Spleen on the left side of the body, it carries worry. And so we just want to get all that out. So using your breath and using the movement from side to side, and just really imagine wringing out those organs, those toxins. Push it down into the earth like good compost. It doesn't serve you. And let it go. All right, so this time let's put our hands back over the dantian, women left hand on top, men the opposite, and we're just gonna do some purging. So we're gonna breathe in through our nose, and we're just gonna do a little push right here on the belly and push our air out. So ready? And we're gonna do this about 20 to 30 times. Good. Now let's bring our hands up and let them float down. Just push that energy down. Good. Okay, so now let's come into prayer hands. And we're just going to practice becoming the archer, okay? So for right now, let's just take one hand and make a fist. The other hand's going to make like an L. Bring it back to prayer. And now swap it up this time. Okay, so now we're just getting our bow going. That's all we're doing right now. Getting the movement, practicing in our mind, changing it up. Good. I'm just going to do this a few more times until you get it down. It's kind of like patting the head, rubbing the belly at the same time. Don't overthink it, just let it go with the flow. We're always practicing here in Qigong. Okay, so now that if you think you're ready and you have this down, now we're going to widen our horse stance a little bit, okay? And then we're going to bring up the energy, and then we're going to shoot it to the side like we just did. So sink down and pull the bow. And bring it up and make that sound. Bring it up. Just a few more. Shooting out all that negativity, leaving the body, illness, leaving the body. Let it go. Let's do one more on the other side. And then you can bring that leg back in just a little bit. Bring the hands up and let it sink back down. Good. All right, let's do another purge. Let's purge the heart for right now. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna bring the hands like this, coming up the energy channel, breathing in, and when you get right here, go and push it out. And push it up to the heavens. Purging the heart. The heart's where we store joy. So love and appreciation for the heart, bringing in joy. Let's do two more. One more. Good. And bring it up. And bring it down. Okay. Now let's do a little spinal breathing. So I just want you to make little fists. And we're going to contract back and then bring it over and open up those shoulder blades, okay? So out and in. Inhale and exhale. Getting those shoulders moving, any stiffness, moving it out. Spinal breathing. Two more. One. And last one. Okay. So now let's bend over. You feel like you need to shake anything out, let it go. Let that chi move around. It knows where to go to in the body, but that excess chi, just shake it on out. Just like a dog would flick its feet or its hands and get it all out. Good. Okay, so when you're ready, we're just going to bend over. We're going to try to grab our toes up if possible. If not, that's okay. Just get to where you can. And so as we're stretched over right here, we've got men that are stretched over. We've got the prostate stretched out. We've got the kidneys being stretched out for both genders. And so I want you now to take your hands and get your little knuckles and kind of give yourself a massage right here on the kidneys. Okay, and you can do some tapping if you want. And then hang back over again. And now let's do some more breathing exercise right here. So we're just gonna kind of breathe in heavy. So and then when you're done, just climb up nice and slow. Bring that energy so now we're going to become the snake. So we're going to take your hands and we're going to put your hands just right here at the tops of the thighs, okay? So the thumb's going out on the sides right there. And so what we have is we've got our arms open up a little bit, lymph nodes opening up. And so we're just going to practice sinking down and then shift to the side and come up. And then sink, shift, rise. Sink, shift, rise. Now this time, as we do it, we're going to just bring our chin to the side of, meeting our shoulder, but there's a 70-40 rule to bring only to the side. Don't ever go too far. Don't want to hurt your neck or stretch your neck, but you're going to take your eyes and you're going to go back as far as you can. So removing the illness from the eyes, okay? So once again, we're going to sink down. We're going to shift to the side, bringing your chin as far as it can go with no pain, and take the eyes all the way back, okay? Now shift back to the other side and repeat. And so removing the illness and shifting like a snake, so becoming the snake. And we're in Year of the Snake. It's a good time to shed the skin, let old things go, and make room for the new stuff. So just have fun with that and imagine shedding the old and becoming the snake. So the ancients didn't have drugs, so they would mimic things in nature to heal themselves. And that's where you find a lot of the names for the stuff in Qigong, like swimming like a water dragon or becoming the snake, okay? And so let's bring that energy up and down, okay? So now let's do another detox. So this time, now if you have bad joints, I don't want you to drop on your heels. I want you just to do a nice little soft vibration if you can handle it. But if you can, come up onto your toes and then you're going to drop down, okay? So inhale. So we're detoxing radiation through vibration. So getting all of that out. And we'll feel that vibration up through the body. And like I said, if you have bad joints, just drop softly. And let that energy just go off the backs of the hands as it goes backwards. Kind of like we were saying flicking earlier. Around a lot of radiation through our days, x-rays, cell phones, microwaves, airports, get it all out. And then just let the hands swing. And then bring the hands up and down. All right, we got 2 more left. So hang tight, we're almost there. So this time I want you to make fists right here. And we're just gonna simply push up, purge. And then when you get here, I want you to hold it, don't breathe. Inhale. And stop, inhale. There we go, now bring it down. Okay. And then we're gonna do separating heaven and earth. So let's bring our hands together. And we're just going to, one is going to go this way and one is going to go that way. And so pushing opposite directions, one to the earth and one to the heavens. And so now I want you to pay attention as your body moves. We're stretching out that liver and spleen side to side. And let those toxins just ring out and detox. Last one. Good. All right. So we're going to punch with tiger's eyes, and then we're going to have one more purge, and then we're going to be ready to go. So we're just going to come down. We're going to have our fists right here. We're going to look out to the side and make your eyes really wide to get those wrinkles away from the eyes. So ready? Wide eyes. Punching with tiger's eyes. Okay, and now we're going to punch out in front of us. We're going to punch, we're going to grab control of our lives, we're going to bring it back in, and then do the other side. Punch, grab control, bring it in. Punch. One more on each side. Good. Okay, so now let's just kind of gently come up on our toes, come back down on the heels, bringing everything into a close. And then just let that stop and let the body just kind of sway like a bamboo in the wind. Let that chi go where it needs to in the body. Don't try to redirect it. It knows exactly where to go for whole body healing. And so now I want you to bring your hands back to the lower dantian. And imagine a beautiful pink pearl just growing and growing from right here until it encompasses your entire body. You can touch your tongue to the roof of your mouth, keeping your mouth moist and just grounding down. And let that chi just grow until it encompasses your whole body for whole body healing, mind, body, and spirit. And then let's bring our feet together, hands in prayer, and let's take a bow for the masters of Qigong and for our practice today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you'll do some more Qigong with me in the future. Stay tuned for more videos, and meanwhile, have fun with everything else that's out there, and have a lovely Qigong, World Qigong Day. Mwah!